two siblings are behind bars after being accused of leaving a child in an unattended car amid freezing temperatures for more than 6 hours. Fortunately, no medical intervention was needed. We'll share the latest. Plus, a Kennewick student is facing charges after allegedly taking a gun to school. It comes after a parent alerted law enforcement after that student pointed a gun at the parent's child over the winter break. We'll fill you in on that. And calling all family tree tracers, a new tool at the Richland Public Library aims to help you trace your family's history. It's called Heritage Hub and can pull info from all 50 states and U.S. territories. We'll tell you about that and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, that fog is making another round, another pass over the Tri-Cities, and even it looks like developing maybe a smidge in Yakima, too.
Yeah, some patchy fog in the Yakima area this morning. That's a bit different than yesterday when we were seeing those clear conditions. So be advised that in Yakima this morning, you might see a little bit of fog. In the Tri-Cities this morning, there have been patchy areas of dense fog. I know towards West Richland, there has been some dense fog concerns. And then also as you go farther to the east towards Burbank, there has been some dense fog as well. So just be mindful that it is one of those morning patchy areas of dense fog are out there. And with temperatures as cold as they are, it could be freezing fog, making roadways a little bit slippery. Right now in Yakima, we are sitting at 25 degrees. Just speaking to those cold temperatures that I just referenced, here's a look at your weather headlines today and going forward. We will see a mostly cloudy Wednesday coming our way. The sunshine makes a return by Thursday afternoon. All of us will see sunshine by Thursday afternoon. And then for the weekend, temperatures will be cool, but we will hold on to the sunshine. I'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines in greater detail coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima County. Two siblings are in jail facing charges after being accused of leaving a child unattended in a car in freezing temperatures. The siblings are charged with abandonment of a dependent person. Police say they left their 12-year-old sister in their vehicle while they were inside Legends Casino. Casino security officers noticed the child alone in the car and called 911. When police arrived, the two sisters were with the security team, but Legends staff told police the child was in the car for more than 6 hours with temperatures in the upper 20s. Both siblings were booked into the Yakima County Jail, and so far, no bail has been set for them. An 18-year-old student at Kennewick High School is facing charges after being accused of taking a gun to school. Kennewick police say they were alerted about the situation by a concerned parent after their child claimed the 18-year-old friend pointed the gun at them over winter break while off school grounds. Police say once the parents learned about what happened, they called police.
This is kind of why we have school resource officers in every high school and middle school, as well as safety officers in elementary schools. Obviously, safety of our children is paramount to us, and any allegation of a firearm on the school campus is taken extremely seriously.
School resource officers contacted that 18-year-old student yesterday morning as she was arriving at the school, and they found a revolver in the glove box of her car, and she was arrested. Because the student is 18, she cannot have a gun. She's being charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and brandishing after being accused of pointing the gun at her friend. And it's bad enough driving under the influence, but if you add speeds in excess of 110 miles an hour, that's especially irresponsible. That's what Prosser police say happened early Monday morning. Take a look at this picture they posted of radar clocking a Honda Civic going 118 miles an hour on Interstate 82. The officer conducted a traffic stop, and police said the driver was under the influence of intoxicants and was arrested for DUI. And there's a new online scam that has caught the eye of the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. Scammers are posting that the YCSO are looking for Gianni Alimio, who was arrested in September of 2024 and is currently in jail. The Sheriff's Office says that the spammers are posting from different buy and sell pages across the United States, bringing stress to different communities. If you see these posts, the department is asking you to ignore it. The Toppenish City Council approved its 2025 budget, and they managed to cut down their general fund deficit, but it came with a few tough decisions, losing some city positions, drying up the pool, and merging departments. KIMA's Anissa Williams tells us how these changes will affect Toppenish residents.
The $29.8 million budget brings the general fund deficit down to $350,000, a significant reduction from the $1.4 million last year.
Legally, we have to, of course, move into the year with a balanced budget. But just because we move into January 1 with this budget does not mean we stop seeking revenue and funds for any and all these operations.
To achieve these savings, the city has made several adjustments. The fire chief, HR generalist, police records clerk, and grounds maintenance technician have been removed from the city's workforce.
Change is very, very hard, and sometimes the uncertainty is extremely scary for everyone. But we will continue to work together to try to seek the best solutions that we can to try to ensure that everybody's taken care of in the long term, that you guys have stability, that our city is safe, that our city has the services that they need, and that our community is moving forward rather than continuing to struggle.
The fire chief, who has dedicated many years to the city, decided to retire as the city plans to merge its fire and police departments into a single public safety department. The police chief will assume the role of public safety director, with captains serving as deputy chiefs for both departments. Funding cuts have also impacted recreation programs, including the Toppenish Pool, Parks Maintenance, and Park Services. Park Services isn't completely cut from the budget, but it's reduced to bare minimum levels.
It was very humbling for me to try to find some funding for our pool. I was hoping we would hear back from someone, and the replies that I got were, everybody is wanting to be supportive, but our county, our state, local organizations, they're all struggling to ensure that they also are working within their budgets.
KIMA's Anissa Williams, thank you. And switching gears to some state news, yesterday was the final full day in office for Washington Governor Jay Inslee after serving 3 terms in Olympia. Governor Inslee delivered his final state of the state before a joint session of the Washington legislature yesterday. He spoke about the issues that lie ahead and looked back on some of his accomplishments like the assault weapons ban, the Climate Commitment Act, ending the death penalty, and protecting access to abortion. He also had a message for all of the newly elected lawmakers.
And to the new leaders here today, I say this: you will inevitably face frustration. You will struggle with the tyranny of the status quo. Do not lose patience. Do not trade in courage for comfort.
Governor-elect Bob Ferguson will be sworn in today at noon. If you're wanting to learn more about your family's history or genealogy, you're in luck. The Richland Public Library has a new database for you to use. It's called Heritage Hub, the online genealogy resource, and it can be used to discover obituaries, funeral home notices, and other articles spanning more than 300 years. And not only that, but the database can pull content from all 50 U.S. states and territories. So whether you're interested in your ancestry or you're doing a school project, Heritage Hub is available for free.
A lot of people like trying to figure out maybe like family history or maybe things that happened in the past, and so they're just trying to put information together. Sometimes people are just curious about family history. I remember in school that I had to do a family tree, and so that would have been a nice resource to have for those types of projects.
You can use it at the library or at home, but you'll need your Richland Public Library card number if you're going to be accessing it from home. We have a step-by-step how-to up on our website, KEPRTV.com. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here because we're back down in the clouds. We had a little bit more sun yesterday, a smidge. I got a couple cool shots of the sunset yesterday, but we're back into the clouds again.
Yeah, some sun breaks yesterday, but it was overall, I would say, a mostly cloudy day, and we're going to see a similar scenario today. Maybe a sun break here and there, but it is going to be a more cloudy day than a sunny one. Daytime high temperatures around the forecast area are only going to rise into the mid to upper 30s because of that cloud cover. Again, a sun break here and there, not totally out of the question, but I'd certainly believe it's going to be a more cloudy than a sunny day. Now, starting tomorrow, we are going to be getting back to the sunshine, but temperatures are going to be taking a pretty steep nosedive. We'll talk about when highs will fail to break above freezing coming up.